Welcome to a new year of Highliner News. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Amelia. This year we have 12 new students working hard to organize our broadcast.
We hope you enjoyed this season of Highliner News.
There are a number of fall sports that our students are involved in.
Reporters Amber Knutson and Stephanie Hoffarth bring you a recap.
Girls volleyball has 35 participants, 9 through 12, and 3 seniors.
We knew that this year going in was not going to be easy because we lost a huge group of seniors last year. So we have a lot of underclassmen that are stepping up, taking the roles of some big players. We have lost a few big games and we've won a few big games. We're slowly going uphill and, changing the little things that need to be changed.
Cheerleading has 8 girls this season and 3 seniors. Girls golf has 9 girls and 5 returning seniors.
Our season started August and ended at the end of September. We had a meet about every week. Sometimes we had 2 meets a week. We PR'd as a team a few different times and then individually as well. So it was overall a great season.
Boys tennis has 12 participants, 9 through 12, and 1 senior.
A lot of times Nielsen talks about positive attitude. For me, that was like one of the hardest things for me to do well at, especially in the past years, but this year has been a lot easier. The team's been a lot of fun, and we're pretty successful this year. We have 6 wins on the season, which is the most that boys tennis has had in a long time.
Seth and Kai finished 3rd place at EDC, and both were selected as all EDC medalists. The boys finished 4-1 and got 5th place at state. Football has 34 athletes and 8 seniors.
Things are a little different. A couple AAA schools moved down, like Fargo North, Fargo South. Had to keep a positive attitude at practice and throughout the game and throughout the whole week. We just kept our heads up and kept working and hoping to turn it around and get a W.
Up to the 5, sheds 1 tackler, still moving forward, pushing his own man into the end zone goes Ethan Miller for the 10-yard touchdown run.
As cross country comes to an end, Sydney and Eric Ingstead give us an overview of how the season went.
Our team is doing very well this year. We have 28 people, about half and half, boys and girls. Our girls have been competing very well, and then Greta Govin, she just got first at our last meet, which was on Saturday. It was the Bill Jansen blue and white meet. And then our other one is Reagan Berg, and she's competing right up there with Greta.
So the guys team has been competing pretty well this year. Our top 2 varsity runners are Corbin and Connor's always doing good, but guys is always really competitive. There's some people running 16-minute 3 miles, which is insane.
EDC was on October 9th. Reagan Berg and Greta Govin earned all conference. State is October 23rd in Jamestown.
For Highliner News, this is Amber and Stephanie.
Moving on to our fall co-op sports. Have you ever wondered why students travel to Jamestown to participate in sports?
Reporter Zoe Bierke dives into the story.
These 4 athletes have been competing for Jamestown since the beginning of August.
Our wellness pool is shorter than 25 yards, so to get the proper practice, we have to go to Jamestown. It can be super long, but it's usually pretty fun. You get to talk and be friends with a whole bunch of people from the other school instead of just having friends from town.
These 2 boys from VCHS play soccer in Jamestown.
My brothers, they started playing in Jamestown before me.
I had friends going over there playing soccer, and there's no other soccer teams in the Valley. It's fun, you meet a lot of new people.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Zoe Bierke.
With a new school year brings a new way to view Highliner activities online.
Reporters Callahan Burchell and Brooklyn Trebold bring you the story.
PlaySite is a all-in-one inclusive streaming package built for typical universities or stadiums. We just happen to be a K-12 school that has subscribed to it, and so that it's not only our streaming platform, it's our video storage, and all of our equipment is all PlaySite. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for all your streaming needs. The benefits for our school is that we're able to provide a total streaming service for not just sports, but all of our activities. Most of the things that we typically have never covered or streamed before. We're able to stream now with Go packages or football field cameras that allow us to stream everything from thunder football to tennis to cross country to golf, and it's all streamed in high definition.
The equipment we have is the same equipment that your NBA teams, your Golden State Warriors have. It's high quality equipment, and we have it all around the gym. So in the hack we have a 5-camera system, and then at the football field we have an 8K pixel 3-camera system. The easiest way to access our PlaySite camera system is go to the highlanders.org website, and then in the bottom left there'll be a little live button. It's red, has a little red dot on it. And from there it'll bring you to our PlaySite portal. You can access all of our on-demand videos, and then once you click on the video you can actually download and watch it for yourself.
For Highlander News, this is Callahan Burchell.
Some students in our school have interesting middle names.
Curtis Edward Rusher brings you the story.
My middle name is Kingston Lestat. My dad just said it basically was just a cool name. I think he said something, there's something behind the word king, obviously, but I don't remember. My middle name is Kingsley Wise. My dad thought I was going to be very wise in the future.
I do not have one. My first name is technically Aiden Grace, because my parents just kind of tacked Grace to the end of Aiden.
My middle name is Python. My mom really wanted to name me Gabriel, but my dad didn't like the name at first, and so my mom let him have control of the middle name, and he ended up choosing Python.
My middle name is Daniel, but I'm the 3rd generation of Daniels.
This is Curtis Edward Rusher reporting for Highlander News.
Have you ever wondered where everyone gets their Highliner apparel?
Hayden Becker and Grace Meyer takes you behind the scenes of the school store.
The Deca Store is actually, it's part of the marketing and Deca program. So students can be in Deca if they are a marketing student. And the Deca Store actually funds the conferences and things that Deca students want to do so that it doesn't cost money out of pocket to do any of the state things like the State Fall Leadership Conference or the State Competitive Conference in March every year. So all of those are paid for students so that it doesn't cost out of pocket money. At the Deca Store, we sell a lot of apparel, basically. Men's, unisex, women's, some youth, and then some, a few accessories like lanyards or stadium seats, stadium blankets, those kinds of things. The money that we make in the Deca Store goes right back to students who are in Deca to pay for their travel in state. That Fall Leadership Conference, the Spring Competitive Conference, all of those are paid for, and it pays for a few other fun things like social events, chapter t-shirts and stuff like that. I oversee the Deca Store, and then students kind of step up and help run. Marketing 2 students really have probably the most participation in the store because they are the ones helping to select the merchandise, price it, merchandise it, sell it. I would say they have the most responsibilities, but we also try to get a lot of Marketing 1 students interested in it and kind of train them in too, so that if they are a Marketing 2 student, then they know the ropes.
Being in Deca is super fun. We get to do a lot of different things around the school, and we get to go to a lot of fun conferences and events throughout the year. Deca Store is so fun, not only running it, but in Marketing 2, you get to go down there and you get to go through all the new inventory and put it up, hang it up, and you get to watch it all come together, and it's super cool to see.
Reporting for Highlander News, this is Hayden Becker and Grace Meyer.
Reporter Carson Hass introduces us to our new band instructor.
Hi, I'm Miss Elliott. I'm the new band director at Valley City High School. I am from Sartell, Minnesota, so central Minnesota by St. Cloud. I graduated high school from Sartell High School in 2015, and then I went to Concordia College in Moorhead for my Bachelor of Music Education degree, and I graduated in 2019 from Concordia. But this is my 3rd year of teaching. I spent my first 2 years teaching 5 through 12 band in a really small town in Fertile, Minnesota. And prior to that, I just had a lot of odd jobs throughout college. My parents still live in Sartell, Minnesota, and then my older brother is still there too. He's working in town, and then my younger brother is a sophomore at the University of Minnesota, and I have the cutest, most awesomest cat in the world named Olive. My favorite parts about working with the kids at VCPS is how excited and happy they are to see each other and how much they like to interact with one another. I love the banter that I have with a lot of my kids, and I also love how hardworking they are. They definitely want to do their best in all that they do.
From Highliner News, this is Carson Haas.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Highliner News. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Amelia.